Ladies and gentlemen, valiant seekers of order and dominion over chaos, I stand before you here today, I will before you here today, to proclaim a truth both bold and perilous and profound. I present to you with today's topic of pontification the quest for the perfect sock, the most harrowing and noble of struggles in modern existence. Scoff if you must, my humble viewers, but consider the torment we have all endured, the common thread between us, the lost socks, vanished as though snatched by the fickle hands of fate herself, the mismatched monstrosities forced into uneasy alliances like feuding warriors at a peace summit, the lone survivors, exiled to the back of the drawer or underneath the cabinet, or perhaps never made it to the laundry basket in the first place, forever longing for their vanished counterpart. This great plight, so ubiquitous, so obsidious, so terrible that we hardly acknowledge its weight. So let's talk about what burdens us all today. Listen here, you. There does also exist a golden age, a fleeting epoch of splendor, when one is truly on their sock game. Imagine for a second, if you will, that little period where every now and then you are in a realm of perfect sock order, a kingdom where every sock, so dry and perfectly washed, and fits so perfectly on your foot, snug as a bug, and every last one is paired, folded, and arranged in cascading symphonies of color and size. Behold, even the lower quality socks put aside and tucked away so that they don't enter your grips when you reach for a pair. The noble black dress socks standing in solemn formation on the side, the jubilant, colorful socks on the other side, singing the weekend of revelry and perhaps matching a pair of shoes you've yet to wear for a while. The thick and cozy winter socks when you need them for your boots, promising warmth like a hearty soup in the dead of the night. And, of course, last and definitely not least, the sport sock, the beautiful Nike sock that hugs your foot from underneath in the arch and not anywhere else, and around the ankles as well as up by the calf, with elastic bands running through the sock like incredible straps to harness your leg into that incredibly safe, smart feeling. Let us be one sock game to be in the highest of order and a state of rare dominion, a master of one's own fate. The morning brings no chaos, no frantic rummaging through a labyrinth of nonsensical clean mixed with dirty, unpaired socks from about. Nay, you, my dear friends, have clarity. You reach forth, and there they are, two perfect halves of a whole, rolled like an onion, or perhaps paired at the top like a plant with two stems sticking out. I await your command. Oh, look at all these police officers. What are these guys doing? They're just towing trucks and cars left and right. This must be about the ghost plates thing. There's a whole thing about it, and they've been really serious about it. They will just lock you up. Look at these guys. Man, these guys are not playing today. Let's see how far back this extreme traffic goes. This is something to behold. I bet all the way down First Avenue is just cars just like this, stuck, waiting, wondering what's going on. While I am here praising the good tunes and talking about the socks of power, and yet at the peak of all of our wisdom deep in our weary souls, this utopia of socks cannot persist and go on regularly, because the laundry cycles loom like an inevitable cataclysm, and when you come home tired, you throw a sock or peel it off with your big toe like a pro, someone who can use his feet to do things like sew a hole in your pants or play a video game. A single moment of negligence, a single rogue sock slipping into the void between the dryer and the abyss, and the delicate balance of life's sock fabric begins to crumble. What follows next is despair, a destruction of your sleep cycle, a pattern completely destroyed. Socks disappear and alliances break. Before long, we find ourselves back in the trenches, wondering how we got to this point of despair in life, pairing the unparable, grasping and unraveling threads of sanity. But listen here, you will, brave warriors of the wardrobe. This is not defeat. This is the cycle of life itself. For in our ceaseless struggle, we find purpose. The purpose of pursuit of the perfect sock situation is not about achieving nirvana, it is about the relentless pursuit itself. We fold, we pair, we fight, and in doing so, we assert our will against entropy. We do not mourn the lost socks. We do not curse the chaos of the drawer. We stand tall, embrace the fight, and know that when the day comes that you must once again achieve sock mastery, if only for a moment, it will be all the sweeter for the trials you have endured. Go forth, my humble comrades, and may your sock game be ever in pairs, if even only in spirit. And tell me this, do you take your socks off as soon as you arrive at your destination if you are one who takes his shoes off first? Or do you walk around and do the proverbial mopping of the floors with your white socks, dooming the bottom of that white sock to become brown and dirtified with the blackness that will never come out no matter how much laundry you do? Or are you of the responsible variety who takes his sock off and puts it in the laundry for its washing after its one-time use? Or do you put the socks next to the socks next to the shoes and perhaps put them on again later despite them having accumulated some moisture during your last wear? Or do you then put them aside and make sure you wear them for multiple days in a row, which is tragic as the odor begins to build up? Are you a one-time sock wearer where you come home and you may change your sock every time you take your shoes off? Do you know the value and comfort in wearing multiple socks per day, where they are all perfectly and in massive numbers, all paired and ready for your consumption? Do you also make sure to put them directly in their laundry bin for the next wash, and are always on point, ensuring never to neglect a sock or leave a straggler or fallen soldier behind? Do you make sure that your sock game is always on point so that your soul feels clean? For what is unseen under the shoe is a true reflection of your spirit, not just your values. It is a show of how you are willing to commit and how you take action behind what you believe. Is what your heart, what is on your sleeve? Do you take what you leave? Do you leave what you know you will take soon? Do you understand this monsoon of words relating to socks? Stop and think for a moment. Are my feet being pampered? Am I making sure to wear the best possible sock options at my disposal? And making sure to always be clipping my toenails, filing them, and using the pick to remove any lint that may be caught under each nail's corner? Do I make sure to clip the corners down nice and deep, but not so deep that I hurt myself or leave marks? Do you make sure that the edges of your nails are not growing into your cuticles, causing pain, injury, or infection? Do you make sure that the shoes that you wear are not warping your feet and not changing the natural shape, size, and flow of your feet so that nothing is hurting or changed and lopsided with pressure against the feet, fingers, or bones, toes, etc.? You know what I'm saying. Listen to me, you here. Your feet deserve the best, the greatest. Shoes that are the correct size, highly comfortable, always being switched and broken in properly, and making sure that your sock game is immensely on point. Because when your socks and feet are taken care of, you can be ready to wheel, my friend. You must make sure that your feet are treated like the golden trumpets that they are. You must ensure that the maximum best feet service catering award goes to you if ever one day there is a random inspection. Ensure that your feet are in great shape, clean, dry, and in good health and spirits all the time. Have a good day, my friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.